Welcome back. It is another week of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under Season 3, and we're getting down to the pointy end of the competition already with our fourth queen eliminated from the competition. It's so sad. After her third time giving us a lip sync, we got to say farewell to Rita Menu, and she joins me today. Hello, darling.
Hello, how are you?
I am fantastic. Now, what a way to go. Three times you get to show us your stuff. How'd you feel about having to lip sync a third time? Like, surely that must have been like, oh, why? Make it stop.
Yeah, it definitely put me through the ropes of, like I've already been the bottom twice before, and then being the bottom again, it definitely took a toll on me, just, being like, oh, here again, had to do it again. So yeah, it is what it is in the end. I'm still very excited that I got further than I expected in this drag race. Yeah, I'm very proud of what I did.
Oh, very nice. Now, when you, like, three times, were there any of them you thought, I've got this in the bag, I'm not going home? Or did you, like, thinking it could have gone either way anytime?
The first two, for sure. When I
Ah,
was like, yeah, I knew those lip syncs. I said it before as well. Out of all the song lists, those were the two songs I wanted to lip sync if I had to lip sync, and I did.
And so the third one, you were not a fan of that Kylie song?
I've never heard it in my entire life.
Secret, neither have I.
Yeah, I feel like it's a common trend.
My husband, on the other hand, was like, yep, he knows every Kylie song ever made. But yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know that one.
It was a choice.
Yeah. If it was. But so was a choice as well. We had multiple double up of the Kylies on the runway.
Yes, we did.
How'd that go down when you're in the workroom? Did you both just kind of pull the dress out and look at each other and go, fuck?
We did. But then I thought hers was very on par, on point with the Kylie, where mine was a little bit different. So I wasn't nervous at all.
Did you have a backup, or were you just like, oh, this is it?
This is it. We had no backups, unfortunately. But I felt like I sold it on the runway, and that was a look that I really loved. So I had all my glasses, my hood, my microphone, so I had a lot to play on, which I did on the runway.
Confidence, sell it, and you're there.
Exactly.
Now, speaking back to your lip syncs a few minutes ago, I had to ask. Everyone was looking. We're like, did she stand on her hand? Did she clasp your hand?
She did. But I was in the moment and had so much adrenaline going that I didn't feel a single thing. But they didn't put it in the edit. Thank God they didn't. Apparently, I punched her when I was doing some dance move. So she said that she's got that on me, and I've got the heel on my hand. So
now, I thought the drag wasn't a contact sport, but obviously we've changed those rules.
I think it was.
Well, you speak about leaving everything on the runway and getting beaten up as you're on there. Got to hand that to you.
Thank you.
Three times for a baby queen, a baby queen. You have only been doing what drag, so about a year now?
Yeah, just over a year.
Wow. How did you feel about that going in? Did you think there's no way I'm going to win this with this much experience? Or do you think it's anyone's game, I could do it?
I felt like it was everyone's game, and anyone's to kind of take it out. I think for me it came down I was confident in myself, but I didn't show that because, I was the secret, what do they call that word? The black horse or the dark horse or whatever. I felt people underestimated me because I'm new into the scene, that they don't know who I am, and I was there to prove otherwise. Yeah.
Love that. And I love it ties into, I've been on Reddit lately, which, God, I love Reddit. And one of the conversations someone came up, and I thought was an interesting point, was when we were talking about baby queens on the show. They were like, no, we should be using Drag Race for the established queens to get on there and compete. And, there should be something different for the baby queens. What do you think about that? Should be a mix of everyone, or should it be one or the other?
I think there should be a mix. There's a lot of queens, older queens, that have paved the way for all of us. So it would be nice to have more representation of that as well. But, it's good to also have the newer, fresh blood within Drag Race, because drag is kind of evolving every single day. So it's good to have those two sides of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love seeing a bit of everything. Gotta have some experienced queens and some hot messes and everything in between.
Exactly.
Adds to the mix.
Yeah, for sure.
And as Art Simone always said, you've got to have someone a little bit shit in there. Not you, but someone. I love it, but everybody brings so much to it. And of course, this week we got to see my favorite thing that I live for, Snatch Game.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you had some choices, and we'll get to those in a tick. What did you audition with on your video? Because you got to do a Snatch Game audition, don't you?
I actually auditioned with Cardi B.
Right. Okay.
Surprisingly. Yeah.
I'm very surprised. Was the Cardi B in that audition video very different to what we got on the final Snatch Game?
Very, very, very different. Very like she's probably from Christchurch rather than being like where she actually lives.
Do you think you had the chance to sell her better in the video then?
In the video for sure. Like I had a lot more that I was playing off and I had the isms, like her isms that she does have, but then being in front of a camera and lots of lights and in a room with everyone, it does take a lot on you and you kind of get out of you're in your head and just processing everything one by one. So yeah, I wasn't really prepared for that because it wasn't actually my first or like it wasn't my second choice. It was my grab it out of the bag. This is what I'm gonna have to work with choice.
Yeah, and it's very different. You can practice it at home all you like, but you're not practicing at home in front of RuPaul, Kenan Lonsdale, and a whole room of other people. You're just like, I'm here in my bedroom. I'm hilarious. I love
it. Yeah, that was me.
Now, one of the other choices, and it was an interesting choice. I was half like, God, I wish I'd have seen that, and God, I'm also glad we didn't. Was Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious. What were we going to do with a character that doesn't talk? I'm very curious with that.
Well, Miss Bean's like got all of like the facial expressions and that sort of thing, and that was what I wanted to play in the more physical comedy rather than the verbal comedy. And I even had like his little teddy that I was gonna bring along, and like he would be the actor. Like, so I had a little like a few things here and there. I even had chopsticks, when he puts it in his eyes, and yeah, I was gonna play more on that physical comedy rather than verbal.
There you go. Questions answered. Because yes, but hey, there's always something different, and sometimes things like that, you make a big swing, it could have paid off, and there's your next All Stars attempt.
Oh, we'll play out there.
All the other girls have been telling me they're hanging out for All Stars, so Now we are almost at the end of our time, but I'm wondering, was there anything you didn't get a chance to show us on Drag Race that you really wish you did that we would have loved to have seen from you?
Ooh, I was. Ooh, can I say that? No. If sorry, if there was like a challenge where we were to show our talent, I was very excited for that because I was gonna do like the poi, which is a Māori traditional dance here in New Zealand, which it means a lot to me, because being Māori itself, there hasn't really been a lot of representation when it comes to that sort of thing on television slash drag race. So I really wanted to show that and show my culture.
Beautiful. Yes, the elusive talent show, if that were to happen, that would have been very nice to see. Now, speaking of one last thing about your hometown and where you come from and who you're representing,
Yes.
2 New Zealand queens gone now.
I know. Too soon.
That's and technically only one left, but you got Bumper. She said she's playing for both sides as well, so 2 left to go. Are you sad to see New Zealand lose another representative?
Yes, I was, especially like because we lip synced last week and then lip synced this week. It was very hard because one of us had to either stay for both of them. So it was sad because I'd love to see more New Zealand throughout the whole competition. We never know what happens, so hopefully Kiwi Girl sticks it out till the end.
Beautiful. Well, we'll see if you can pull off a third win again, but don't be too greedy, just quietly. Where can we look forward to seeing you next? You got anything big on the cards? Anything that we can tell people to come and check out, look out for you in the near future?
Yes, I'm actually coming to Ballarat or Melbourne next week to see my sister Gabriella. And then I will be back the second week of September for Broken Heel Festival, which is very exciting. I'm going with Kita Mean, and other talented performers in Australia as well.
Beautiful. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye out on that. Make sure you check out the socials for Rita Menu so you can go and follow her and find out what she is up to. Thank you very much for joining me, darling.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone else, for watching. It's been a pleasure, as always. And make sure you like, subscribe, all the things down below for me. And we'll be back with the next queen from RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under Season 3 next week. See you then.